What's happening, YouTube? You are back. We've got two members of the Life Gain Avengers, and we got a super chat already. Lord have mercy, Lord have mercy.
Hey, Inga.
Inga Lawson is already sending us that good love, and we appreciate that because we are up here to break down Power Episode 3. And did Kanan make a huge mistake? Joining me on the panel right now is Muchello, who hangs with the fellas. Moochie, how you doing?
What's up? What's up, y'all?
She's in the building. And ladies and gentlemen, she brought something special for y'all tonight. She actually went to the park where little Kanan got beat up. Take a look at this. Salt loaded with batteries. Ain't she, bro? See, my people, we got folks that actually live in New York that know where they shooting the scenes at. Ha, ha, ha. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, and if you want more of the real events and where they're at, you got to subscribe to Moochie's channel. She's got photos, she's got pictures, she's got more footage of everything that went down where they shoot Power Book 3. That's a good job, Moochie. You did good.
Thank you.
Yep. Let me shout out the people that's in the building. Rudy's Kennels. What kind of dogs you got, my brother? I might be in the need of one because my daughter loves some dogs. Inga Lawson, who done sent us a super chat. Appreciate that. Amber Tops, Mally Lee, Jacqueline Pickett, Ron Mitchell coming through, showing love to the Life Gains team. JTL, almost GTG in the building. Ghost Blue, William Brown, Beard Gang, and Monique Johnson is all in the building. So Moochie, we're gonna start. Gina done came through, show some love. We're gonna start this thing out before any of our guests get in here. I'm gonna give you the video, Moochie, that I felt like gave the essence of how this thing started. Take a look.
How Nick's dick taste, detective?
Better than yours, Raquel.
I got something for you. Nick's re-up. Or is Nick's meat so far down your throat you can't talk to me no more?
Nah, I want to know everything. But why are you blessing me with this info?
I mean, you police, right? You police. I'm reporting the crime.
All the people is in the building. We even got some people that's decided to share time with us instead of watching Dipset. Mo Change in the inner city, Marathon, my brother. Appreciate you. Or my sister. Marilyn is in the building. Kobe James in the building. Key Lee in the building. And Mark Guy is in the building. So Muchella, that was kind of the essence of what this last episode was all about. But I'll take you to the very beginning and we'll break it down from the top. Now, I have no idea how this chick right here jumped into my pictures, but I guess we just better say something about it. This is Professor Migru, ladies and gentlemen.
AKA what, y'all? Lock and key.
Don't start that. See,
I'm sorry. Look.
already, man. Already. Here Moochie go with the lock and key, man. Y'all comment below. Y'all tired of Moochie picking on that woman. She's a professor of education in the Power Universe. That means she's doing things. But Moochie, from the very beginning, they open up episode 3 with Crooked Cop chasing Scrappy, who manages to get away. Now, I was saying to myself, if he was able to have caught Scrappy, something won't right about that, because his butt don't look like he in no shape to be running no marathons. How'd you feel about the opening scene, Mooch?
So Scrappy was sticking and moving.
Yeah,
he was running through bodegas, alleys, all of that, and he got away.
So that's what y'all call them bodegas up there, not grocery store. They the bodegas. So when he stopped chasing Scrappy, and he just kind of leaned to the side. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got one of your favorites in the building. Let's give a grand welcome to Miss K. Oh my God, Miss K looking like she's Egyptian and stuff. Right? The hair flowing, stuff all around the neck. Oh my goodness.
She done took them braids out.
They
got it flowing.
And then we got more sexual black talent in the building. It's the homie B. Avery done came through to show some love, man. I don't know what
everybody.
to do.
Hello. How y'all doing?
We good, man. So happy to see everybody in the building. We already got super chats, but now that Miss K is here, ladies and gentlemen, the name you see underneath me that says Cash Out Miss K, and that's her Cash App name. If you want to super chat me, send it to Miss K, because this is what we do to try to give back to smaller YouTubers to help them build their channels. Little things like this can keep them motivated when you're hardly getting views, hardly getting subscribers. So if you love Miss K being on this panel, shoot her Cash App. Her link is right there on my picture. And so,
thank you.
Oh, you're more than welcome. I'm gonna come to you next, B. Avery. Talk to me about this chase scene, my brother. Did you think he was actually gonna catch Scrappy?
Oh, not at all. He been eating too many donuts, man. Yeah, you know, I feel kind of bad because at first I was laughing at him, but then when we found out that his little illness, well, not when I say little illness, the illness he had a little bit later, I kind of like, ooh, I need to backpedal my statements, but I still don't like him, no. But yeah, he wasn't gonna catch old dude. I did like the scene. It also reminded me of New York Undercover. I don't know if that, it was a shot where they was running down the sidewalk and it was like showing his feet and then panned up to show the whole body. I was like, that's like Malik Yoba, another guy, you know, from the 90s, you know.
And B. Avery, do you remember they used to run through bodegas and come out and hit the sidewalk too? Yeah.
So I immediately thought of that. And to be honest with you, like how this scene started off, like showing them selling drugs on the corner before they got buzzed. I just never understood how they can do that just so out in the open and, you know, always get away with it. You know, I mean, I guess they have a way. They've been doing it for so long, but, you know, I don't know. That's just always been kind of curious to me, but it was an interesting, funny intro to me.
Miss K, your thoughts on the opening scene and our boy Crooked Cop not even getting a fingernail close to Scrappy?
Because all right, let me just talk about before knowing what was going on. This I knew that he was not going to catch him. He was having such a hard time, the breathing, I mean, everything. He just looked slow. So
man,
where are they going with this? I wasn't sure, but they let us know why, you know. And then, but let me tell you, my initial response was like, how you think you was gonna catch him with that big old leather jacket on? Like, come on now. You at least gotta take off a few pounds. Especially this is a younger dude, he's older. You know what I'm saying? Prepare yourself better.
Now, I can't lie, y'all. I did think that when Scrappy was standing here looking around, I was kind of worried I was gonna hear a gunshot pop.
Too.
Or I was going to see a hammer come across the back of the head or something like that, because they did what B. Avery said. They panned from the shoes, went up, and they didn't show you what was in the sight of his body. So I'm thinking he about to get cracked across the head, but he didn't. And that was kind of like their beginning, let us know what was going on with Officer Crooked Cop. So now I'm going to come your way, Miss K, for this. B. Avery, I just had a questionnaire of the most hot women in the Power universe, okay? And Rock is in the top 2, okay? But Moochella just tried to play me on this one, B. Avery. Somehow or another, this picture jumped in my thing somehow. I don't know how this picture got. I don't know how this picture got in here. But that is,
got in there. You know you like
I don't know how it got in there. That's Professor Meagle. I don't know how she got in there, but I put it back up there again for y'all to see.
Lock and key.
Oh God, not B.
Yeah.
But anyway, Miss K.
Yes.
They had a steamy event with Rock and Symphony Basket.
Mm-hmm.
Talk about what was going on. The Rock is getting all her rocks off.
She sure is. Like, I was just like, hold up. Are they at her house? I was a little surprised about that. Like, y'all just met. Like, how you bringing this guy to your house already? You know, can I go a little further? Or
Absolutely. I got the pictures queued up. Absolutely.
Okay. So, you know, she's like, oh, so you just gonna, you know, do your girl right or whatever, and then you trying to just leave like that? And then he tells her that, you know, he got to go do a little paper or something like that. And so she's like, oh, I got a computer. So now this guy, first of all, he was putting his pants on, right? So now you're going to go use a computer with your pants off? Like,
yeah.
What made you take your pants back off? But, you know, they did expect Kanan to be at school and everything. But, you know, I just feel I was on Kanan's side with this one. Like, how you just gonna bring this dude in this house? She never even introduced him, never let him know, like, I'm dating somebody, I'm seeing someone. It's just too fast. And I think that for someone like Rock, it's not smart.
Okay. Whoa. B. Avery, rebuttal to that, and let me add something else to it.
Cool.
While Symphony Basket was in there, just handing out baskets like they was you know, pop shots.
Yeah.
Kanan was already feeling a little pain because, you know, he's watching this right here. And can you imagine the feeling you would have felt that your best friend died, and then your mama, who you gotta know is hot, you walk in the room on your Poindexter Macintosh and you see this?
Yeah.
Break it down, brother.
Yeah, man, I would be severely pissed off. You know what I'm saying? Those are some of the times you may be able to raise your voice just a little bit to your mom and get away with it. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want to just put that out there like that. But like Miss K said, Rock was wrong for that, man. You know, even if it wasn't his computer, you know, he just at that age, man, he don't need to be walking out and just seeing some man in his underwear.
15 years old. He 3 years away. 3 years away.
Yeah, and that's just not appropriate at all, in my opinion, my humble opinion. Now, I did a recap too, and I said this, and then my guest brought a point that was like, well, in Patina's defense, she did think that he was supposed to be at school, because she was like, school started an hour earlier or something. Like, why are you not there? And so at first, I was like, okay, I can kind of give her that a little bit. She thought the son was going to be at school.
Right.
But yeah, it's also sad that, you know, on top of that, you know, your friend just died. They had I forgot what is it called? Is it not a eulogy, but not okay. Thank you. We see that a few days have passed by, because, you know, that's there right there. And so yeah, man, Patina, she's sloppy. She needs to. Rock she's sloppy with her dealing.
My man B. Avery is so frustrated. He called her by her government name, not a street. He called the chick Patina. He missed words on that. Moochie, you making faces. What you got to say? What you got to say?
I done held it in. Okay. His ass was supposed to be in school. Mama gotta have a life too.
Right?
Now he if he had his pants on already, and then he was like, all right, I'm gonna write my paper. He took his pants off, Mr. K, because, you know, he probably wanted to hit the skins, as they say in the 90s, in between breaks. When he take a break from his paper. And Kanan had a baby boy moment where that's why he sounded like Jokey. What are you doing here on my computer?
So, ladies and gentlemen, let me just tell you this. You're getting this perspective from Moochie, who has a son. So I'm sure Moochie is speaking from a whole lot of experience in this situation. She has a son. She's probably had to tell her son, bro, you don't run nothing over here. Your mama is free to have her some fun. Am I lying, Moochie?
That's what I tell him.
Yeah, don't dude want to walk in on seeing that, you know.
No, but and like both of you guys said, in his defense, he was supposed to be in school. He's supposed to be in school. Yeah, so
true. But at the same time, I don't think I would want him to know where I live, though.
Right.
She know where he lives.
That's all right.
Well, you got to think, Miss K, in this situation, Symphony Basket probably would want her not to know where he live at. He's not the one doing the dirty dealings on the streets.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but it is what it is. So I'm coming to you now on this one, B. Avery. We got introduced to a police captain to add a little bit more drama for that somebody baby mama. And he is just giving Crooked Cop and this young lady that I do like on this show the business, because that little corner deal that they did, it was nothing for them. It was nothing. And the main guy got away. B. Avery, break down what was your thoughts when they was having this exchange with the new captain.
I'm trying to figure out the new captain. You know, I'm on the fence with him. He just want to get that spotlight, you know, get good PR, like he said. But I'm like, is he gonna be good? Is he gonna be bad? Is he crooked as well? Is he just corny? You know, because he is a bit corny. You know,
he remind me of Gilbert Gottfried a little bit when he played the cop.
Like, come on, guys, let's do this. Give me something good. I don't know. I gotta wait to see, because I don't know. I don't know how to call him right now. If he's gonna be, you know, just a stand-up guy or crooked as well.
Gotcha, Moochie. What'd you think about this captain and his ambitions, and do you give him any clearance for telling them they need to do better on them streets?
Yeah, because it was like they did put out all that manpower and they really didn't get anything. They put out all that manpower, didn't get anything, and now that if they was on that block, now they moving to another corner.
Right. He done lost that ship.
Exactly.
Miss K, any thoughts on the captain and the orders he gave to his subordinates?
Not really too much to say at this point. I think that the threat that he gives them is one of the reasons why, on top of the other news that Detective Howard got, you know, a few scenes down the line, I think that him threatening their jobs was another reason why he accepted Rock's little proposition or whatever. So to me, that's what I got out of it.
Well, I'm gonna give y'all a little Easter egg. Look at that big map behind the cop. Southside Jamaica precinct. And from what I read in the show notes, that is a replica of what they use in American Gangster.
Okay.
Little power Easter egg for y'all. That's where they got that from.
And that should be the 103rd precinct.
Yep.
For Queens, you know.
All right,
I know where that is. I give you the complex one this time. So Rock decides her and Lulu, they need to make a plan, because they getting hurt on these corners. So they go meet the guy who's both of their distributors, and they want to talk a little business, yada, yada, yada. But Rock had a bigger plan. She really wanted Homeboy, who they kind of made you give that Frank Lucas feel. Break down this scene and talk about how funny it was. He kept turning off his mama's earpiece. My hearing aid, right?
Yeah, man.
Who's breaking it down? Me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. She trying to hear her bingo numbers and he gonna turn her hearing aid down. Like she don't even know she gonna get bingo.
Right. But
he turned it off and she looked at him like. But y'all know who that is from The Wire, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
That's D from The Wire. So he's the kingpin then.
He's kingpin. Now,
and he was telling them he's not gonna give her nothing because right now she got too much going on.
That's what he told her. And he said he ain't trying to get involved in nobody's turf war. He don't want to deal with that, you know.
Right, because he supplied to both of them.
Right. So I pass it towards you, Miss K.
Yeah.
We seen what happened to his henchman. And Rock figured out quickly that this dude could be bought. Talk about when did you think Rock made that plan? Did you think she came in with this kind of backup plan? Or did she make it on the fly?
I think she took advantage of the opportunity.
Yep.
I don't think she, knew what. I think her main goal was just to try to go in there and stay cool and make Dean believe that there was nothing going on, and it's just a routine roundup and everything. So and when she saw him, she kind of knew that he was supposed to have been down south or moved down there, but when he tells her that there's a few complications, that's when she's like, okay, I got a plan. It's kind of like the same thing when she was talking to D Wiz, filling him out, asking him questions in the store, and then they got her brain working, Yeah.
This chick, B. Avery, do you think she's starting to be more cunning than Ghost based on just this little interaction right here?
I don't want to go as far as say more cunning as Ghost, but she is kind of showing and revealing who she truly is. And I gotta be honest, this episode, while the performance is great from the actress, it's great. I'm just starting not to like her character because she's just a snake in the grass to me. She just, especially with the way the whole episode ended, which we'll get to. But she just going to, the last episode she caught a hit on D Weave. She going around snaking it up. In this episode, snitching on everybody, revealing this and that. And I do agree with Miss K. I don't think she kind of went in with that plan. I kind of think she went in just like, okay, I'm gonna have to think on my feet, think on my toes, how I'm gonna play this, and then an opportunity did present itself. But I don't like it. She's causing a mess. She don't want to take a nail to me, because her son's still messed up, and those repercussions are still spilling over. But yeah, she's not the best person to me right now. So.
And when we get down the road and talk about this again, I'm gonna tell y'all what's gonna happen to little buddy right here.
Yeah.
We all probably know that that's gonna have to happen to him. All right, Miss K.
I'm sorry, just real quick.
Go ahead, bro.
Right before I popped on, I was watching this on my phone. The video that you played with her and what's the dude? Omar's not. What I know his name is Omar. I'm talking about. Is it Malcolm? His
Malcolm. Yeah.
That's just messed up. Like, hey, my competition's not. I already screwed him over, but my competition over her. Hey, her go to drop. Her go to time. You're police. Do police work? I'm like, woman, lady, really? You that's foul. But I had to get that out.
And B. Avery is being completely true to who he is, because he said pretty much after the first episode he couldn't stand Malcolm, and he hated him even worse last episode because he was being such a dirty snake, playing the odds with Unique.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Moochie.
Right now, this is what they do. If they know stuff about the other crew, that's their competition, they're gonna get them locked up. They're gonna get them where they get the cops, the dirty cops, to shake them down. That's horrible. How the game is.
That's horrible.
Yeah, well, there's no honor among thieves.
Yeah.
Seems like there ain't no honor amongst capitalism either, but who's keeping count? I'm just saying. Miss K, I'm coming your way now, Miss K, and you've got a doozy.
Uh-oh.
So we find out the reason Malcolm Crooked Cop couldn't keep up was not just because he's carrying a little bit of extra baggage and that heavy ass leather jacket, but also because he's got a cancer that is so debilitating. He's going to have to get bone marrow from a family member. He's talking to this doctor right here. Then, in his frustration, he gets out of the doctor's office, get back in the car with his partner, and we get the nuts and bolts. I actually was on his side in this debate that he had with his partner. He dug into her to be like, chick, why are you really here? The streets don't fear you. They fear me. And right now that he knows he's got nothing to lose, does this make him more dangerous? Miss K, pick it up anywhere you want.
Yes, and that was my main question was like, oh gosh, this guy has leukemia. And so if he wants to live, or if he's just feeling like whatever, like you said, I got nothing to lose, I'm about to die, because he claims to have no family members, only in Alabama, who don't like him. So my thing is, how desperate is he gonna get? What is he gonna do? So it went back to what B. Avery said last week, was that he was gonna be on some whole stuff. And it's like, what I said was, I believe he was serious about Rock, taking her down. But now these circumstances presented to him has made him change his tune.
Mm-hmm.
Now he's desperate. But the thing about that health scare is like, yo, y'all starting to talk about family and bone marrows and stuff like that. To me, there's a secret going on. I need to know who the heck this guy is related to. I've seen somebody trying to say that he was actually DEF CON himself, and I'm like, I don't think so. But but I do think that he could possibly be related to Kanan. Maybe he's his uncle. Maybe he's DEF CON's brother or something like that. We don't know. But I just think there's a secret that's about to be let out. And now moving on to with him and the cop. What's his partner's name? I don't know. I keep calling her the rookie partner.
Oh, her name is Shannon Burke. Detective Shannon Burke.
Detective Burke.
Bert, okay. So he's over here, he's going in on her. And like you said, Lamont, I agreed with him, and the thing is, she probably agreed too. Like, well, I guess make a point then, he's letting her know, look, this is who I am. I know who the heck I am on these streets. Do you know who the heck you are? You were supposed to go to school to be a nurse, and you out here just trying to follow suit with everybody else. Find out who the heck you are, so these people out here, these thugs, could believe you. That's that.
Boy, Miss K be dropping mics on this show. She get up here, just drop it down. Be Avery. I don't know how you follow that, but job's yours.
Yeah. Just piggybacking off what Miss K said, because they don't believe you. I mean, that's how the episode started when they was doing the bust. Right. She had the black dude all hemmed up in the wall, and she was like, "Ha ha." This rookie cop just busted his something he said. I can't remember, but it was funny, and her feelings were hurt. But even though I'm not in love with them, hold on, I like Rock and her brothers. Show 3 personalities for Kanan Power. Yes, you can comment on that. Thank you for the super chat.
Yeah, but I appreciate that super chat, my brother.
What am I trying to say? I did kind of start feeling sorry for Omar, for Malcolm or whatever, when he was getting sick, or he got the leukemia, and I don't know why he was just trying to play it so hard though. Like, oh, no big deal. Oh, I'll be all right. Like. I don't get it. It was like it was nobody else. It would be different if his partner was in there or something. It's the doctor, so I don't know. And Miss K, I don't even think about. I know he mentioned the family and him not getting along, and they stay in Alabama, but I didn't even think about the significance of who that may be. So I'm like, wow, I guess that is something that could pop up in the future, and that does kind of keep me interested even more. But I'm really excited to see what's going to go down with his partner. How that fallout is going to take place, because while I don't like him, I did like him a little bit more doing this scene right here on him kind of just calling her out, and I didn't have any interest in her either until this scene. I'm like, okay, how are they going to develop her character and her story? And so I'm just eager to see where it's going to go from here.
Mooch, I'm gonna pass it to you, but B. Avery, I think today with him trying to deny the issues with his health. There was a statistic that was out, maybe, I think it's still relevant, but at least 5 years ago, a lot of men don't go seek health directives just because they think they can out tough the sickness. Yeah, I think it was some 62% of men. Wow. That, they avoid going to the doctor. Then when they do go to the doctor, they act like, oh, I'm going to survive it. Come on, man. It's a brand new day and age, man. Prevention is the best way to get on with your health, but it is what it is. Jump in there, Moochie.
With this scene, I feel like when he was out of breath and everything from running, that's what prompted him to go to the doctor. Where he was like, something's not right. Like, I probably would have been able to catch this kid. Like, he was in denial with it. I'm just saying that's what prompted him to go. And with him finding out his illness, I believe he still was kind of in denial, like it can't happen to him. And I agree with B. Avery about it's like he just has that hard exterior where I'm gonna tough this out and I'm gonna be all right, and he might he may seek help from his family members.
I mean, Moochie, when it knocked him down again, he ain't gonna have a choice. That's probably when they're gonna reveal he's somehow or another related, possibly, to Rock, Kanan, and the crew.
Right.
I think so too.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Now, as far as Detective Burke,
mm-hmm.
I feel like I'm gonna say this with her character. I feel like she's gonna have to toughen up because the corner boys is taking her as a joke.
Right.
They're not taking her serious, and she's gonna have to put the smack down on one of them. She got to get gully with one of them and knock them out, give them a 2-piece of a biscuit or something.
Yep.
Do you think they're gonna take her down the road where she's gonna try to assert herself to like make her mark on the streets?
Yes, I do. I think she's gonna be a by the book person. I don't think she's gonna be crooked.
Yeah.
I feel like we're gonna see her family though. I feel like her family's gonna put the battery in her back.
Oh yeah.
They're gonna tell her. They're gonna basically tell her how to do her police work, or how to give their little insight on what they used to do when they was out there.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. All right. Be Avery. Go ahead, bro.
Oh, it's on me. Okay. Anyway. Okay. Before I say anything, I just want to say, guys, we can do better than this. Yeah. I see we have about 170 so people in the chat, but only 55 likes. Can we get some thumbs up, please? Thumbs up.
Please, thank you.
Thumbs up party.
Yeah.
Thumbs up.
Can we get everybody to hit that like button just once?
Once. Just once is free and it'll help out. So yeah. Where did I already go in this scene?
You went, but it's time for you to pick up again anyway.
Okay.
So next scene for you, we've got old Jukebox and old Snow Bunny, who's taking her to like the old school. Back in the mall when I was young, they had these. I remember having these. You could go in there, you could sing, you put on a little disc, have it for your home, make a wish, all that stuff. Well, not only did she pay for it, but she went in there, B. Avery, and revealed that she got golden pipes as if she's Helen Hunt, or as if she's, you name your soulful white girl. And she got Jukebox a singing. B. Avery, what did you like or dislike about this scene?
It was cute. It was cute. I'm not gonna lie. It's nice to see Jukebox kind of opening up and being more comfortable in who she is. I always like people coming out of her shell. Mm-hmm. But this relationship is going to end up in a disaster. My goodness, either somebody gonna die, or we know it ain't Jukebox. Either the white girl gonna either get brutally murdered in front of Jukebox, this is gonna send her over the edge, or the white girl is going to rat her out or something, turn her back on Jukebox and just kind of break her heart or something like that. It's not gonna end well. It's gonna end in a tragedy, and poor Jukebox. We're just gonna have to see.
B. Avery, they've already alluded to what you're saying when they left this mall and they was out on the street and Jukebox got that page. The white girl's like, stay with me. And Jukebox like, nah, I got to go. And she left. Yeah. I give it to you now, Moochie.
With this whole scene, I remember those karaoke machines, the video where you could make the videos in the mall. I like this scene. That's how they met actually from singing. Mm-hmm. That's how they met from singing in I guess the school choirs.
Right.
And I think her father gonna find this thing because you see how he be going through her room.
Yep.
Yeah, I think her dad's gonna find this because he just be snooping around in there, going all through her stuff.
Well, he from the old school, Moochie. If I'm paying the bills, ain't no privacy in the house.
I know, ain't no locked doors. I had a dad. My dad was like that too. Well, actually, my mother was the detective.
What woman doesn't turn into a damn FBI, CIA? Don't let a man be acting a little funny as if he done something. Y'all women can turn into every one of the alphabets the government has. But I'll pass it to you now, Miss K. What do you think about this scene?
The thing I felt with this scene was it was kind of weird how Jukebox was like, this is not me. And I'm like, girl, your name is Jukebox. What are you talking about? Like, I mean, I didn't understand it. And I just didn't get it. I was like, okay, so what do you mean this is not you? You don't sing in front of people? Because we saw you singing at school in front of people. So I don't know what to take from that, but they did sing my song. I love that song 2 occasions, and like you said, the Nicole was in there singing too, but she ain't no Tina Marie, but
I hear that.
she was doing her thing, you know, and it was cute. But what I will say about what you said, B, about her dying tragically or something like that, I feel like maybe something a little more simpler is going to happen. I'm hoping. And, you know, she comes from a rich background, so maybe her parents will find out and be like, you know, I'm going to take everything away from you if you don't stop seeing this girl, you know, stuff like that. And she's going to have to choose, you know, what her life with her parents and what she's used to, because what Jukebox is a child and she doesn't really have anything to offer herself.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well said.
Then some fun, you know, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. Sweet November has came through with a sweet super chat. My goodness. She says, "Hey y'all, hitting you with the dub for 2 occasions being on the show, because Snow Bunny will be what turns Jukebox. The soundtrack is excellent. And I must say, I am enjoying reminiscing. And for you, Miss November, I've got something to make you laugh. And it was inspired by Brandon Keith Avery. I had to remix something that he already had on his channel that he shows people to laugh when y'all give a nice super chat. So my turn.
What a money reside, what a money reside, what a money reside, what a money reside. Okay, baby, let me tell you something. If a whore ain't paying y'all bills, that's the last thing y'all should be worried about.
I love it.
Wow.
I love it.
Remix version be Avery. I couldn't just use the one you used. I had to remix it.
Nice.
Appreciate that, Sweet November. All right. Let's see here. Back to Moochie now.
Okay.
Snow Bunny. That's all I can say. We go from one we go from the daughter Snow Bunny issues to the daddy with Snow Bunny issues.
I told you, mother, father and daughter like playing in the snow.
Yeah, man. Right. I like some cold weather too. So we have this young lady who's the promoter, and look at the stuff in her background. More Easter eggs. She got a Macintosh. Yeah. She's got a big ass big baby bottle, and then she's got big fake cigarettes. And Marvin done came in here because he done got a debt paid to him. That is a dog that he named after the best player in NFL history, Lawrence Taylor. And what happens? That made this young lady completely moist, and she got down there and she did white woman stereotype things. She did a BJ.
Yes.
I give it all to you, Moochie. Let me see your face, Moochie. Let me see your.
Look, didn't I tell y'all he was gonna buy her a dog?
You did say that. I don't know how you knew that.
You could tell.
No.
This part was predictable.
Yeah.
I said he was gonna buy her a dog, and that's his way in with her. Mm-hmm. And look, he just bought her a dog and got a BJ.
Damn. So easy. That's all you got to do? That's really? I mean, I can go down here to the Humane Society. I mean, let me shut up. I don't want no trouble down the street, down the hall down there. But then finish up what you said, Moochie. I don't want no trouble.
Look, he's in there. I feel like he's using this as an opportunity to move some weight in there in the club.
So you don't think he actually like her at all?
I feel like he like her, but he's an opportunist. He's gonna do both. Gotcha.
Miss K, your thoughts?
I think he likes her too, and I agree with Moochie. So I think he likes her, and I think that the funny thing is somebody last week was like he's gonna buy her a puppy, and this dude just straight up came with a full-grown dog
and named it LT.
Yeah, it's like you ain't got to worry about nobody putting him in the microwave, okay?
Nah. You won't be putting that dog in no microwave, man.
Yeah.
Bite
So
your hand off.
I didn't have much thought on this particular scene because I've seen it coming already.
Okay.
Not the dog part, but just them getting closer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. She, B. Avery, when he was her knight in shining armor last week, that was the beginning of turning on that sprinkler system down low with her. What did you feel about this scene right here, though?
Yeah, it's kind of funny you said sprinkler system because I kind of said the same thing when he saved her because it was a corny scene anyway. Like the way the line of dialogue, the way it was delivered, like, "Oh my God, you saved me!" I've never had somebody do that before. Like, I mean, a woman will say thank you, but I mean, it'll be smoother than that. Even from a snow bunny. But if you want to, like, it was 2 comments. Tox Kazim said addicted to mayonnaise. That was kind of funny to me. And also Zia Latrice said the bottle is concerning. She ain't got any kids. And it is. I don't know. I didn't even see the bottle till now since you said something. I'm like, why the hell does she have a bottle in there? That is interesting. Like Miss K said, I first saw them hooking up as well, just not like this. It's just kind of funny. Like it's you got to do is save her and give her a dog, and you get some some playtime. But the women in the show are really aggressive about what they want. When they want it, they're gonna go and get it, and take it, And so that's hey, do what you got to do. I guess closed mouths don't get fed. So
she already said she liked the black.
Yeah.
So she like her man black and she like her dog black. Apparently, because she was all over LT, and they not talking about Lamont Tyson. Okay, Miss K, we swinging it your way. Now I gotta admit this. I think that this was a huge mistake on Kanan's part. He's at the stash house.
Oh yes.
What does he do? Runs outside to meet Davina. Did you pay attention to all the questions she was asking? It looked like a crack house. It's ugly. Blah blah blah. Yeah. But I also paid attention to this. She got a lot going on in her house. So much so that she running around with her sister with equipment that they look like they're trying to hop at the Goodwill. Break it down for me, Miss K. Kanan messed up.
Yes, this freaking idiot. All right, so so we're gonna go back into the stash house where he sees her, strolling by with the stroller, walking by with the stroller and everything. And then babysitter dude, what's his name? I don't know.
Scrappy.
Because I kept calling him babysitter dude in my review. So Scrappy was like, nobody outside of the crew is supposed to know where the stash is at. And then Kanan talking about some, it's not like I'm not inviting her in, plus she's not in the game. And the thing that I like that Scrappy said was everyone is in the game. And that's Kanan's problem. In the medical field, I used to work in the medical field, right? And they teach you that you got to act like everybody is infected. That's why you got to wear gloves. And if Kanan freaking walks around and acts like everybody is a part of the game, then he don't need, he's going to be able to protect himself better. And then, he's not going to be trustworthy. He's so busy liking this girl that he don't know what she's capable of. She's still asking all these questions, trying to get to the bottom of who killed her boyfriend. And so it's like, as soon as he comes out, whose house is that? Asking all of these asking all these questions. And his answer was even dumb, talking about, it's just a hangout spot. So even if she wasn't trying to dime him out or nothing like that, she could say, if somebody's looking for him, I know where he hangs out at. Yeah. So he done just screwed the heck up just by running his little stupid mouth because he's so giddy for this girl.
Yeah.
That's all.
I mean, wow, man. I mean, panty draws is a dangerous weapon. That's all I can say. B. Avery, I pass it to you, my brother. By the way, we've got 187 in the building. Let me get 187 likes. And if you really like Miss K and you want to shoot her something, her Cash App link is right here in front of me where my name tag would normally be at. Passing it to you, B. Avery.
Yeah, man, he's a moron. He is a moron, all in his feelings. It's he could run outside, hey Davina, screaming a name across the street and stuff. Walking down there smiling like Kool-Aid man. you know, he's just stupid. I'm like, oh yeah, we got the gas on, the water, the electricity, all of that. You know, he's telling all the business. I'm like, you idiot. You
I
know,
mean, just giving up details, giving up details.
It just doesn't make any sense. And I do have to say as well, Miss K, I love the line from Scrappy talking about everybody's in the game. It just, he just really understands, like, you know, what it is, what it takes, you know, how everything works. And Kanan is just really effing up. And I just have to say, man, he's a snake too. You kill the man of the woman that you've been checking for since 2nd grade. That's just a whole type of level of bitch assness that I ain't never seen before.
Like mother, like son.
Yeah.
So. Moochie, pick up the pieces. I'll pick up the pieces and give you this picture. The baby with a drill.
What? So
that's an odd couple right there. I've not seen
the baby
that.
got the drill. She trying to get money with that.
That's what she's trying to do.
And I think that's what Kanan saw. But with this, Kanan is thinking with the wrong head right now. He's thinking with the wrong head, and he's like gaga over this lady, over this girl, and she is gonna. I think if she finds out he has anything to do with Buck 20 getting killed, this is gonna come back to bite him.
Oh yeah, 100%.
This is gonna come back to bite him. She's gonna be part of his downfall. And as far as I agree with B.A. with what he was saying about him telling all of the business. And I think it's if she talked to Buck 20 people, this could really go bad for him.
I feel like she's gonna talk to Buck 20 probably next episode.
Another thing with this, you got to remember when they shot the shots in the air, the Donna, that's what set everything off. He didn't like him before, but at that point he really didn't like him. So once he saw him shoot in the air when they was coming out of that diner, he was gunning from him. And then he was on his mother's corner. That defined the moment that he was going to take him out.
Right.
Well, I don't think he intended on killing him, but you know, they wanted to scare him. But you know, kids is kids. You know, playing with guns, somebody gonna get hurt.
Boy. Kanan. B. Avery, we going to church. Me, you, Rock, and this hitchman who just signed his death sentence. So this is the conversation where my man tells her he really want to get down to North Carolina. I don't want him in my state, you dummy. Go on to South Carolina.
It's South Carolina.
Okay, cool. So he can't get there because he's got a wife and he's got some jump offs. But Rock promises him this money, and in true Charlotte's Web form, she spun a web and his big old tasty mosquito ass jumped in it. B. Avery, break it down.
Yeah, man, they both don't have a code, man. They're just, I don't like neither one of them. I just don't like snitches. I don't. You know, he accepted the money and ratted them out, and she came up with the proposal. And they in church too. Goodness gracious. You know, it's horrible all the way around. Just nastiness. So that's all I gotta say. I just put a bad taste in my mouth.
Moochie, jump on in there, my sister.
With this, he had enough money. She gave him enough money to move his family and his mistress.
How much money do you think was in that envelope, Moochie? How much could she fit in that envelope?
Maybe like 10.
That's it.
Maybe like 10, 20. I don't know.
I mean,
20,000.
10 grand ain't even enough for me to move my daughter, let alone mistresses. Oh yeah, okay. But still, 10 grand in the 90s weren't a whole lot.
If you going down south, it is compared to New York.
Okay.
Because that's where he was going. We're not talking about now. You're talking about that's almost 30 years ago.
Right.
That is 30 years ago.
But Moochie, 30 years ago, you was wearing triple fat goose, and one of them costed $100. So if he got a wife and 2-3 mistresses, all the mistresses ain't coming.
No, I said one mistress. He said he had 3. So I said he could move his family and a mistress down there.
Yeah,
I gotta at least be $100K, maybe.
And I
got
thought
to
she
be.
was going to set up something where he was going to be coming back and forth, moving weight too.
Oh, okay.
Because that could have been possible too.
Now, Mooch, she got to know better than that. She got to know that he's gonna die. She's got to know that he's gonna die. And I'll swing it to Miss K.
She don't care.
I'm swinging to Miss K, but before Miss K, let me shout out first for this $20 super chat. I got something special for you too. I done went old school. Since we in the 90s, we might as well stay in the 90s. This is for you. Hope you smile.
Yo, this punk motherfucker throwing shit at us, man. I smell something, man. You smell something? I definitely smell something out here. I smell pussy. Yo, he's a pussy, man. Take his ass.
I appreciate that first, man. Good looking out. All right.
I love it. It's a classic.
So now it's on you, Miss K. When is he gonna die? I mean, literally.
I mean, I guess because he's not relevant, he might die next week if they want to pick it up like that. I don't know. My thing is, what I was thinking about was, how did Rock know that? You know, yeah, she knows that the guy wanted to go down south, but this type of proposition is not going to work for everybody in the game. Mm-hmm. Everybody ain't just going to be like, all right, yeah, I'm going to give up the re-up spot just so that I could move down south with my family. Everybody's not like that. So she had to know at least that it's going to work with this guy. Maybe he's seriously a family man. I don't know, because like, what would make her think that this will work? So obviously she found a sucker, and that's just, you know, that's what just happened. Because I can't really call it. I don't know what that was all about. Like, why was that so easy like that? And if he's around somebody like Dean, wasn't he with Dean?
Yeah.
If you around somebody like Dean, who you know, grown Kanan was saying, look, this dude stays out of it. He's silent, but he's dangerous. Then you should know not to cross this guy.
Mm-hmm. That's all. And he did all that just to move to South Carolina for a wife and 3 mistresses.
Right.
Trying to retire.
Ain't no retiring out that drug game, B. Avery, unless you go to jail. That's the only way you getting up out of there, or in the box. Oh boy. Moochie, I got something for you now. I got something for you. This is the scene where Jukebox and the crew, they infiltrating the trucks that bring in the gear for the stores. And Jukebox steps in, saves this Luigi-looking dude's life, who's trying to intervene and save the merchandise, the merch. And I think she intervened because dude that was beating him up called her out of her name and some things that women don't want to be called. She pulled out her box cutter, like, bro, I'll end your Christmas. Talk about it, Moochie.
Well, she came out with the box cutter with the swiftness.
Swift.
She was not playing. She was not playing. And I mean, that's the one that you could retract and everything. So,
I know. I know. I mean, Juke ain't playing with this dude.
Yeah, with Zaya, she's boosting to get her money up for her studio time. That's why she's doing all of this. Mm-hmm. And that's why the snowflake girl, she doesn't want her to she didn't want her to go. And this time it's getting more risky and risky for her to be doing this. Mm-hmm. So she hooked up with these people. I guess they do this and then they go to whatever boulevard and sell their stuff.
Mm-hmm. Miss K, jump on in there, but do you think it's going to come back to bite Jukebox making a big mistake by letting this dude live?
Yes, I think so. You know, first of all, it was nice of her to step in, and I think that it was just it was showing us again too how smart she is. Like, yo, you over here wasting time just beating on this guy. We gotta go. Nobody got time for you to be doing all that. But one thing I noticed was that the dude, you know, from his POV, he sees her, you know, but if they get in trouble some way, somehow, he can kind of identify her maybe, but we also saw that the vision was a little hazy. So I don't know if there's some cameras or something like that, then there might be some trouble coming for Juke. Yeah.
Wow. B. Avery, what'd you think?
I'm sitting back like that because Miss K, you made me think. You always making me think. So that's good. That's what's up. I forgot about that. That he did see her face.
Yep.
But I don't think it's gonna come back and bite her. I think if it does come back, it's gonna help her out because he did save her life.
Yeah.
You know, he was, and that was so unnecessary. You could have, you knocked the dude out. You could have left with after the elbow. You could it hit him one time, just go, but you just want to keep doing it. I'm like, what are you doing, dude? Like, you turning a 5-year sentence into life potentially. You know, over some coats and some shirts. You know, some starter jackets.
And B. Avery, you know good and damn well they can all outrun this dude.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, man. This dude is on this power trip talking about that's why you don't bring a chick to do an N-word's job or what a guy's job. I'm like, bro, who are you, man? I'm fully believe that she was going to use that. She has the capacity to use that razor blade and slit her throat if she comes down to it. No question at all. I can just kind of see it in her. I mean, and another thing, why is she working for him anyway? Because prior to them, trying to get the stash, she was like, "Who called this?" And the other guy was like, said the name, like, when he makes a call, we all got to come. Why? What's going on? Like, I don't get it. Hopefully, y'all can help me out with that. But I just don't. I don't know.
Usually, stuff like that is an inside job. They getting a cut off the top of what they sell.
I'm saying. It seemed like he was calling the shots and they was following the orders. Like, if I say, hey, there's a leak over here that we have to hit, you have to come or else.
Did he not say if one of them makes the call, then everybody comes? Did he not say that?
Yeah, something like that.
So it's kind of like everybody, like if one person from that crew says, hey, there's a job over here, then everybody got to report. I mean, that's what I thought. I don't know.
Okay. It could be that simple.
Or whatever camaraderie they provide in forms of protection and hook up to other hits. If you don't show up, they might kick you out, type of thing. You might not be able to be down with the crew type thing.
I got you.
Yeah. All right, B. Avery, I'm back around to you again, my brother. Ain't nothing too special about this, but it was a reckoning moment for these two characters. Talk about this little insider thing that was going on between Malcolm and Rock. Basically, both of them dirty as hell. They snakes that's flipped up on the other side of their body, and just talk about it.
Yeah, I wouldn't even be surprised if they having gutter sex.
Oh my goodness gracious! I think they related, Brandon. I think they related.
Really?
Yeah,
okay.
I think they related.
Well, they both dirty anyway, so who knows? I don't know, man. If they're both related, that makes more sense. But I just don't like them. It was an ugly scene to me, and because I just don't like snakes. I don't. And he's going around acting like he's Mr. Good Guy, Mr. Good Cop,
Mr. Good Bar.
Yeah, I just don't like him.
Moochie, giving it to you. What you know about these two?
Well, she said how unique dick tastes. How you gonna tell him that? I'm like, what?
Especially the kind of day he been having.
So low. We're like, did she really say that?
She said it.
Yeah.
And he already been having a bad day, Moochie. He done found out he's dying. He did a horrible drug bust. Then you got to hear a woman talking about another man penis tasting in your mouth down to your butt.
Oh,
so I feel like I said, I always say he's playing both sides.
Mm-hmm.
He's playing both sides. Whichever one look like they in the league, he gonna jump on.
Okay. I feel you on that. Miss K, what do you think about this conversation?
I just feel like, the reason why he went this route was because of the job threatening situation. the chief told them, or captain was like, listen, if you don't bring me something serious, some wins, then you might be out of a job. So I kind of feel like because he just put the heat on his back, he was like, yeah, I'm gonna have to take this as well, you know? So right now it's like, all right, I'm about to lose my job. I'm sick. I could lose my life. I'm just doing whatever to make things work for me.
Dwayne Herndon came through with the $2 super chat. He could be Kanan's father. If they done that, ask you, B. Avery, how would that make you feel if they wound up having him being Kanan's father?
No, I'm not really feeling that. I'm not really feeling that at all.
Miss K, what do you think?
Nah, I think that's too easy. I think that's the one thing that everybody is trying to say, and I don't like it either. And I think and it's like, if that's the case, why are you trying to get this guy's mother, you know, out the game, locked up, all that? Like, why are you trying to do that? I don't know. It's just, they must have had a terrible, terrible relationship if he is Kanan's father.
Moochie, you think
I thought Def Con was Kanan's father.
He's supposed to be, yeah.
That's what I thought.
Maybe she's fooling around with him.
Right.
Well, she's capable.
Maybe she was fooling around with him and she did something dirty. And that's probably why he don't like her. Yeah. I don't think he's Kanan's. He might be related to Kanan. He might be related to their family. Who knows?
Right. I think
the way he said, my family don't like me.
I think he's related to DEFCON, or like you said, Lamont, he might be related to Rock. Because I thought he was related to Kanan some way, but I never thought that he could be related to Rock.
I'm sure, but who is DEFCON?
DEFCON was Kanan's father. They never showed him. They just spoke about him.
And then
Davina mentioned him.
They never said what happened to him either, right?
Nope.
So that's another mystery right there.
So yeah, and you know, Power, when they have these mysteries, they fulfill some of them and they leave some of them completely open, because we still got folks around here trying to put Breeze in the story. People want D Weave to be Breeze's brother. They still trying to make those dots connected. Moochie, I'm coming to you, and this scene was funny as hell. So we finally get to meet Crown Camacho, the music mogul. And he don't know nothing about his equipment. Your boy comes through with the double snow, the snow bunny, Latina snow bunny, and the snow that he's going to put in his nose. And he's hitting on her a little something. And we learned that Lulu knows something about music, the equipment. And he's keeping an eye on Crown because he's hitting on Famous's sister. Break it down for us, Moochie.
I said before that he's going to have one foot in the music thing.
You did say that.
I'm glad that I was right about that. I like when I be right about stuff.
Oh Lord!
Show, he just seemed like a real, like, he already said he can't fight, so he can't be in the game, so he got to stay with the hip hop and the music. So are we gonna see more of him, or is he just a customer? Is he just a customer? Is Lulu going to get his way in where he starts working in the studio, where he starts doing music? For some reason, I see him doing that and trying to have Jukebox and Famous as an artist. If Crown Camacho doesn't make Famous his artist, because it seemed like she's going to do that, and Lulu didn't like that part. That she was trying to get Famous up in there and stuff like that, because he likes to keep his things separate where they don't know too much about him. He just come in, sell his stuff, and leave.
Okay. Miss K.
That's smart too. And funny thing that you said about keeping things separate is that I'm noticing here that everybody in Rock's crew is about to be booed up. Did y'all notice that?
We noticed that.
Everybody, and I'm like, something is going to happen. All these relationships is going to create some serious problems. But I think that what's her name? Juke. She has the smartest thing going on because she has it separate from her life. You know, but all these other people, like you said, with this guy Lulu, he likes to keep his things separate as well. But the thing about it is Jess is kind of like encouraging him and saying, oh, you talented, this and that. you could do bigger and better than what your sister got you doing that small time. And this is what we talked about last week, Lamont, when you were saying that you think he's going to go in a different direction or pull back from Rock. And this is probably how. This might be how. And Rock is not going to like that. But you got these. Let me tell you something. Rock is gonna have a problem because these women are gonna be in her brother's ears, and
her son ear,
and her son ear. But her son is already stupid. You know what I'm saying? And so,
or wet behind the ears,
right? So he's just we just already expect him to be dumb out here. But Lulu, come on now, it's going down.
Behavior.
Your problems.
Finish us off, my brother. Save us, man. Save the male race.
I don't know if I can, but Crown Camacho, I don't know.
Like Ron Johnson.
Yeah, I mean, he was kind of corny to me as well. I think he called the drugs ice cream. I think like, oh, the ice cream is here, and so I just kind of seeing how this is going to come back around. What was more interesting to me was the interaction that he had with Famous's sister after this when they was in the street, how she was encouraging him. Hey, you're great at this. You can do this. You can do that. He didn't really seem like he believed in himself. And so they gave that scene to us for a reason.
Exactly.
And I'm just really eager to see, how that's going to end up turning out.
Yep.
I agree, BAB. They gave us that scene for a reason. And as far as with Lulu, I think once he killed D-Wiz, I think he wants to step away.
Yeah.
Like you said, that conversation they had when they were walking, and he knew the names of all the equipment that they was using, and he just didn't know certain. He doesn't know the newer products that's coming out.
Yeah, she's gonna throw a wrench in his relationships with everybody else, I think, and cause some problems.
She's gonna have to. All right, I'm about to swing your way, B. Avery, but first let me just say we've got 203 in the building. Let's get 203 likes. Everybody on this panel has a YouTube channel. Their links are in description, and in the related channels page. Subscribe to them. They put out great content. You'll be blessed for watching these great content put out by these people's channel. B. Avery. Now I got to pick on Marvin because everybody want to try to make Marvin be the new Tommy. I could see it a little bit, but I just think that Tommy, he wasn't the brightest in the deck, and Marvin ain't either. But everybody's wanting to say that Marvin is smarter than what I think. So here's a mistake I feel like he's making. He's going behind Rock's back, creating an alliance with Kanan. And Kanan is creating an alliance with him. They're scratching each other's back. Break this down on B. Avery.
Yeah. I mean, I think he's smart. I think they're just he comes across as stupid, but I think he's a little bit more intelligent. However, yeah, this scene right here does raise some questions. I'm not mad at him for doing it. I wouldn't do it, but I'm more annoyed with Kanan, and just how excited he is to get out the trap house and on the street. I feel like he's going to drop the ball severely in another way, and it's just going to cause another mess. And yeah, but I mean, I want to give Marvin a little bit more credit than everybody else. He's cool in my book so far.
Okay. Moochie.
With him and Marvin, I think this is gonna be a bad idea.
Yep.
I think this is gonna be a bad idea, and it's just gonna make everything worse. And she gonna really get in Marvin behind, because now you know what came in here even more deeper, and I just feel like he's gonna be. He got him selling. He got him out there selling, and she wanted to keep him off the streets.
Right.
She was trying to keep him green. Miss K, finish it off.
Yeah, so for me, this scene was just letting us see how gullible Marvin is. Because if Kanan could come to you, who you thought was 13, and he had to tell you that he was 15, if he could come to you and say, hey, I can get you in right with my mom, get her to trust you more, because she'll listen to me. If you believe that, when this woman over here trying to keep him in the stash house and keep him away from everything, then you're just a fool and you're gullible. And I think that it's just showing us how easy it's going to be for somebody to get in Marvin's head. And, while I don't want to take too much away from him, I still think that Marvin has his strengths, but his gullibleness is going to mess up a lot of things for this family. And it's just going to bring a lot of trouble. So I just think it was stupid. And at the same time, everybody's feeling like, oh, this is wrong, right? But then there's also maybe playing I'm gonna play devil's advocate really quick, right? So let's say that he didn't help Kanan, and then Kanan decides, I'm gonna go out here. Maybe he could have stole something, and maybe he could have tried to do it on his own. You saw how stupid that boy was. He didn't even understand that he had to buy the stuff first, wholesale. You know what I'm saying? In order to sell it. Like, he's talking about some, oh, no, I'm not buying, I'm selling. Like, yeah, little boy, you got to buy it first and then sell it, okay? So I'm feeling like, it was a stupid thing, but at the same time, he kind of had to get his feet wet, I guess.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It's just messed up, but
I also think that this is going to make the bond between Kanan and Marvin even tighter, because Marvin giving him a chance. He probably couldn't have rolled up on Lulu and got the same opportunity. I think this is just going to make their bond tighter, but it also means they got a tight bond. How much more dirty stuff they're going to be doing behind Rock's back that could hurt the organization? It's coming. It's definitely coming. All right. Let's see here. I think I'm on Miss K again. I'm back. Yeah, I'm to Miss K now.
Okay.
All right, Miss K. Detective Burke actually earned the respect of Malcolm in this scene right here, just simply because Malcolm done went to the captain and said, look, I got some info about drug thing that's going to go down. And Captain basically put it on the back of Detective Burke. Do you trust this man? She gave a great speech that she could have gave in a church. I trust this man. He's my partner, blah, blah, blah. Break down this scene for me.
Right. So I like this scene because I feel like it's just letting us see that these two are not going to be at odds. I think they're going to come closer together. They might actually get along. That's what I'm thinking. I'm hoping, because she's telling, I think after that little whole speech that he gave her, like, who the heck are you? It made her feel like, you know what? I'm going to go with him, because, the detective is saying, look, I'm not giving you nothing when you can't even tell me who your source is. Like, you're not going to tell me who's going to, who's behind this? Where'd you get your information from? So I'm not going to bat for you like that. So when she has her opportunity, I think this is pretty good. And, I just think it's good for the relationship. Even though he's crooked, I just think it's good. I don't know. Not really much to say from that, but I think it's good for them.
B. Avery.
Yeah, it's good. I'm surprised. I wasn't expecting that. I wasn't expecting her to come through with what she said. So, that's cool. And like she said, it is good for their relationship.
Mm-hmm. And Moochie, finish it off.
He's crooked. He said what he said, but she's still going to have her partner's back. That's how they do.
So
she's
you
still
think
going to have her partner's back with as far as when you go into management.
Do you think the captain is crooked?
No, I don't. I don't think he's crooked. Not now. I can't. It's too soon to tell.
Right. Right. Okay. All right, B. Avery, I got a mouthful for you, my brother.
Let's get it.
It was a lot of stuff happening in this scene. So, Famous, Juke, and Katie, they roll up on the block, each with their own single agendas. Juke trying to sell clothes, Famous looking at the people over there rapping, and Kanan trying to get his first deal done. In the midst of all this, Juke gets denied and she calls this white dude the cops because he didn't want her stuff. Kanan get his first taste of selling drugs, and what Jukebox tried to tell this boy, he's still wet behind the ears.
Yeah.
She tried to tell him, sell this to these people for more, for a markup. He's still thinking, I'm gonna sell it the way we sell it in the hood. Well, he gets his sale, hooks back up with Jukebox, and Famous goes over there and is out rapping everybody. B. Avery, pick up anywhere you want in this scene.
Yeah, it was quite funny. You know, Famous going over there. First of all, just start freestyling with some strangers, but you know, I guess they friendly neighborhood. And she broke it down. You know, it's interesting. She knows the game in and out, but she doesn't participate.
Right.
Like she said, because she doesn't want to do what her daddy's Marvin is doing. But you got the white people over here, the skaters, the college kids. And he ended up, like you said, selling it just like he was $25 a piece. Because dude said, "How about 2 for $50?" I'm like, "You moron! Get the money."
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and it just he gonna have to work on his words. He's like, "Hey, I got that coke. I got that." I mean, I'm not saying I know how to do a better job, but I'm like, damn, like he just said it straight out. Hey, I got the coke. I got this. I'm like,
that's how they be on the app.
Okay, well, I guess I don't know what I'm talking about.
Yo, I got that hydro. I got that chocolate. That's how they be. When you walk past the train station, they be right there selling.
Well,
the chocolate
Thank you for the education, because apparently I don't know. But
the chocolate what? Because I don't know. Chocolate what? Chocolate weed?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh.
Yeah, I don't know. I was just expecting like some type of cold name, like I got that white girl, or I got Frosty the Snowman, but I got the coke.
Right, he just named it out.
Yeah, that was kind of funny, but it was also funny that when he got his money and he held up the $50 and they froze the screen and 50 Cent came through narrating like, yeah, I felt great. That was kind of funny to me.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it was an interesting scene. Jukebox didn't sell nothing, but it was a good scene. Good scene.
Yep, Moochie, jump in there.
Well, with this, with Famous going into the cipher, I thought he should have been lookout instead of doing that.
Mm-hmm.
But he's busy trying to just rap in this cipher. And as far as Jukebox, I like she told him to get the F out of here. Look, get out of here, because this stuff is stolen. He's like, this stuff is stolen.
Oh my God.
Look, do you want it or not?
And look at the little innocent look on her face, man.
Yeah. And she said it with a smile, so get the fuck out of here. This stuff is stolen.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell the police.
Sounds just like when two Miss K finished this off for.
So I agree that. Well, I see your point, Moochie, about saying that Famous could have been on the lookout or whatever, but Juke was there, kind of watching Kanan as well, because it wasn't going good for her anyway. But what I like about this scene is that Kanan understands that his boy is not for this life. And he's not trying to pressure him. Like, yeah, he asked him to be there with him and things like that. But then his true love caught his eye. Like, oh, I'm going to go over there to, join the cipher. And I just feel like I'm kind of falling in love with this kid. And I'm scared because I feel like, something's going to happen to him. And like I said, last week, that D-Wiz, it didn't hit us. But I feel like if something happens to him, it's going to hit us,
Mm-hmm. I think it's going to happen when we get attached to him.
Yeah.
You know how they do.
Mm-hmm.
You get really liking the kid.
Yeah.
And then boom, he going to be gone.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people in the chat is saying Kanan going to get knocked. He's going to get caught by undercover. And he going to go to juvie.
Yep. Yeah.
Now, if they do decide,
I think if they do that, he going to toughen up. I know that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If they do decide to kill homeboy right here, it ain't gonna be this season.
No, I agree.
They've got so much storyline to do with him and the music and him when he get into music, being able to supply coke to the different venues he go to. There's a storyline with that, so they ain't gonna get him just yet. All right.
Yeah, and he might wind up getting involved in the game for some reason, and that might be his downfall.
Certainly.
Yeah.
All right, Moochie, I'm coming to you with this one.
All right.
Rock just getting that back blown out left and right. What were we just talking about getting down on carpets not too long ago? And I was like, you getting everybody done got them rug burns at one point in time. But I want to know was the thing that was significant to me, significant to you. They had an exchange where basically they said, I don't want to be who you are. You don't need to be who I am. Break it down. Break that conversation down for me, Mooch.
Well, Rock was saying that this is her getaway. This is her getaway. When she's with him, she doesn't think about the streets. She just wants to enjoy him.
And lay
bug burns on her back.
And lay on that
burns on his knees.
And lay on that magic carpet, huh? Aladdin.
Yes, exactly. And she can't even believe she on the floor getting it in with him.
She would?
Like, she couldn't even believe, I'm down here on this floor getting it in with him like this.
Breaking her skin all up on that carpet. Miss K.
They've been just at it. Like, I had to, honestly, when I was doing my review, I was like, yeah, we're going to skip over this part because they just been screwing for the whole episode.
Yeah, like they screw like NASA lab rats, huh? They just
what is going on up here? So, I was trying, of course I was watching it to see if there's anything significant that I could pull from the conversation. But the only thing that I got was me still wondering where this guy comes from, because she's over here asking him, what makes you like me? Are you my vacation? So what is it that's drawing you to me? And he's like, oh, you've been through a lot. And I'm like, okay, what that mean? Tell me what you've been through then, since we could relate. Like, I just want to know more about this guy.
Gotcha. Women recognize game, fellas out there. So just let you know, Miss K must done heard it all, because she would have sent that boy packing if that's what he would have said to her. Be Avery. Look at the look on Rock's face, man. I mean, look at that, man.
Yeah,
man,
he's doing a good job.
He is in there laying the wood, bro. Take it, be Avery.
Yeah. I was gonna make a silly comment, but yeah, I gotta agree with Miss K. I like her reason of why she's hooking up with him, because I mean they have good physical chemistry, but I don't see this long term at all. That may be blatantly obvious though. But like y'all said, he's just an escape. But excuse me, why is he into her other than he's physically attracted to her? That's interesting. Now I do like her words, because at the end she was like, hey, it is what it is, just don't try to save me, because I'm not trying to be saved. I'm like, that's what's up. But I'm just kind of like, bro, why are you messing up a good thing, trying to I don't know, apply labels? Because he's basically kind of like, hey, what are we, are we with that? And I'm just like, come on, man, like, is that a necessary question? Just chill out and enjoy yourself. It's not. I don't. That was just silly to me. So
be Avery, when somebody put it on you good fashion, you don't want to just chill out. You want to lock them down.
Yeah,
you want to crank them.
That's like teenager dialogue that we all went through. He a grown man that's at least 40 years old or something. Oh, and can I add this? I don't think we talked about this yet. And if I'm jumping around, my bad. But I don't mean to be mean and insensitive, but she does not come across as a 31-year-old Rock, because we found out that's her age in this show.
Right.
So
how old does she come off to you?
I don't want to say too old, but it ain't 31.
Yeah.
So
I would say a little older than 31. I mean, she's kind of got like an old soul about herself a little bit.
She definitely seems like she's older than him. For sure.
Oh,
yes.
for sure.
She is.
Yeah.
For sure. How Stella got her groove, how Rock got the groove is where we at with this. All right, y'all. We only got 2 more things to cover, then we'll be out of here. Let's just get this one out the way. and we're on UB.
Tressa C said 42.
And look, Dwayne said 42.
Yeah.
Hey, she can be 42. Hey, all I got to say. Moochie, I'm coming your way.
All right.
How do you feel about Kanan being a gentleman, bringing Davina food? He went out there on them streets, earning that money in part to provide for Davina, and he got a kiss out this thing. Talk about it.
He done bought her some cereal and groceries, and now she probably was like, "Good, I don't have to sell that drill that was in the baby stroker." But I still feel like this is now he got in with her because they kissed. Mm-hmm. So the thing is, what's gonna happen with them now? Are they gonna be a couple? Because now it seemed like in this episode, couples were being established.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
You had Rock with Symphony, Tony with Marvin, Lulu with Jessica. So I don't know. So now this Kanan with Davina. But I still feel like this is gonna be a bad move for him.
Jump in there, Miss K.
I just thought it was so sweet of him. I'm like, this boy just got me on emotional roller coasters with this kid. Like, I'm like, he is just stupid, too eager, and then he's freaking sweet. Like, I'm like, I don't know what's going on, and anytime I see something like this with him, I'm just like, wow, I cannot wait to see what turns you into the monster that we know. I just can't wait, because for you to be this sweet, I love it. That's all I have to say. I didn't have much to say about this scene. I just hope that she doesn't continue to be asking him questions about Buck 20.
Like, forget it.
You know what I'm saying? You asked your last question. He said, I don't know, he lied some more. Whoever put him down, they got the wrong guy, this and that. Just leave it alone then, girl. That's all.
I'm going to go to BA, but I'm going to say that didn't we establish early in this review that the women, when y'all get on to something, y'all become the CIA, the FBI, Homeland Security. She's going to be asking more questions. She's going to ask. BA, what do you think?
Yeah, I'm sorry, Miss K, but I have to respectfully disagree with you on this one. To me, and I want you to see my face. On this one right here.
Oh man, let me
this was the telltale nail in the coffin sign, just sealing the deal on how whack Kanan is. My goodness gracious, what is your mindset? Hey, if there's a girl you like that has a boyfriend, just go kill him and buy the girl groceries. I mean, that is just I can't. I cannot get over that. I can't get over that. That you've been crushing for this girl since second grade. You murdered a boyfriend, and then end up buying. You're telling her what a stash house is. You're buying her groceries. That's a king. That's a king cobra move. The king of all snakes, right there. And I just can't. I can't do it. I can't do it. I was shaking my head on this one right here. So
thanks for reminding me that. It's messed up because of what he did, and it is snake-like, but the gesture is sweet because the girl is going through a lot. So I just,
Okay.
I don't know. Put the groceries on the door and knock and walk away or something.
Like Merry Christmas. We ain't have no Amazon in the 90s. Put the groceries on the door.
Keep in mind, this is the early 90s, the crack era. Them groceries would have been gone. Crackhead walk by, even if the crackhead walk by and take all of that.
Oh man, here we go, man. Here we go. This one is on you, Miss K. Okay. We really just get to see just how downright cold-blooded Rock is.
Oh my God!
This chick shows up to D-Weave's mama's house. Praise the mama crying, her son on the other arm crying. And she's saying scriptures and quoting Muhammad. Take it away, Miss K.
Listen, this is definitely the snake right here. And It's biological, obviously. So I'm gonna go with what you're saying, B. Why am I echoing? Sorry. So we see that she was doing this from the beginning of the episode.
Yeah.
Talking about, oh, you know, this could have been Kanan, and how many more of these young men gotta die. And I'm like, lady, you are the one who was behind this. What are you talking about? So for her to sit here praying with this lady, and I just feel like you said, B, drop the groceries at the door. Why did you even come over here? Nobody asked you to come over here. Why would you even show your face? You didn't have to do that. So that was what made it so snake-like, is because nobody told you to go over there. You know, so it's like, wow. And my thing is, if Kanan ever finds out that she was behind it, then he can look back at that moment and be like, wow, I remember when my mom's was all up in Miss Washington house praying with her, doing this and doing that. And then you know what? He's going to learn from that situation.
Yeah.
Dang. Call her Miss Washington. V. Avery, take the wheel, because this car is swerving.
Yeah, man. I wanted to throw up, man. This is just ugly of her to do that, man. She's an evil witch, in my opinion. It's just stuff you don't do. It's just stuff you don't do, and this is it right here, you know. Even if you're on the bad side of the tracks, man, it's just even people I grew up that I didn't like had a code, you know. It's just stuff you don't do, you know. Even if you're at war, you have what's it called? Rules of war.
Engagement, rules of engagement.
Yeah, something like that. You know, it's just stuff that you just don't do. And this is one of them. This is at the top of the list. You know, it's up there. So she's despicable. I wonder how she may redeem, because I was loving her character early on, episode 1. But I just wonder if she's gonna redeem herself. I don't know how, but this makes me think that she's gonna die early. I mean, we know she's gonna die, or I think it's safe to say that, but I think she's gonna die early.
Rock, you think Rock is gonna die early?
Yeah, in the development of the series, you know.
Okay.
So,
all right, Moochie.
I guess I just kind of want her to because of this, but
BA, before I give it to Moochie, let me ask you this. I'm the type of person where someone's behavior can also augment their view for me. So if someone could be pretty as hell, but your behavior makes you look like butt trash.
Yes.
Has your opinion of Rock's behavior changed the way she looks to you?
I mean, slightly. I'll say this, and you know, during episode 1 or 2, I'm like, oh yeah, she can get it. I don't really feel that way no more. You know,
exactly.
I don't.
That's all I'm saying.
I don't really, you know, I don't really feel that way no more.
Big ups to Professor Meagrum. We still love you, baby.
Oh yeah. She was, yeah.
Just had to throw that in there. All right, Moochie, finish it off.
I thought this was really grimy.
Yeah.
I thought this was really grimy, but she has to keep up the facade because Kanan does not know that she had anything to do with him getting killed. So you watching your son cry over this, his best friend, basically his inner circle, one of his friends, and I feel like it was really foul. Miss K hit on it last week when you said that your killers come to your funeral, to the funeral, people's funeral, and I didn't think they was going to do it like this though. She came there, sat down, held her hand, and prayed for her. And you know, you had a hand in taking this boy's life. I know she's foul, so she's becoming a character that you look at like wow, and this is not the right thing to do as a mother.
Right.
And I like her as a character, her acting, but this was a foul, grimy move. And that's the business that they in though. And
foul and grimy usually comes back to you, unfortunately.
I agree. She did a lot of grimy stuff this episode. And she did a lot of grimy things this episode where it's gonna come back to haunt her. Her karma's coming probably in the next 2 episodes, I say. Because he said episode 5, by the time we get to episode 5, that's gonna be like a real one. That's what 50 said.
Well,
that's probably why they got Symphony and them moving so fast, because Symphony is probably not going to be with us that long.
What?
That's horrible.
I'm just saying, because if you think about somebody that it got to hit hard for her, they're not going to do her brothers or obviously Kanan. It's going to have to be somebody that she's really, she's close with. That's the only person I could say. I don't know, because I've been trying to wonder why they got these people, why they got them moving so fast. I don't know.
When you are older, when you're 30 plus, it don't take you as long to get married as it takes someone in their 20s. I mean, juggle,
Something might happen, because I want to know what's going to happen between her and Symphony. That's all I've been thinking about. Every time I look at them, I'm like, something's going to happen. What's going to happen?
Well, because I didn't feel like we needed to talk about this, because I think we're all in unison. At the end of this episode, after the cops had confiscated Unique stuff, he rolls by Lulu and Marvin with this look, knowing that they are the ones that messed up his corners. And I think we all in unison, I can say this, he's going to get revenge.
Yes, it's on now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That look that he gave them when they was passing by slowly. Like I know y'all have something to do with this shit.
Mm-hmm.
It's on.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Well, ladies
I wanted to add one more thing. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
B. Avery, and you said it last week, Lamont. You said about you said it last week about it had to do with her, with her being a Black Widow. So
yeah.
I think he's gonna die then.
Oh yeah.
So I think y'all gonna prove this theory right. That she's gonna be the next Black Widow.
I mean, if people would be better off if they listen to me and B. Avery more often, which is a non-shameless plug that you should be subscribing to all of our channels. Mine, B. Avery, Miss K, and Moochella. And ladies and gentlemen, we are out of here for tonight. Different crew will be up here with me tomorrow night to review Power one more time. I'm not sure if we're going to be back next week or the week after that, because I got some business I need to handle over the next 2 weeks. But we will be back in August doing Power, and we will get back to doing Godfather Harlem as well. Be sure to go subscribe to Miss K channel. Her Cash App link is up there. Be sure to go check out B. Avery, who's always working on something. My brother, what you working on this week?
Right after this, I'm finishing editing my Suicide Squad review.
Oh, I can't wait for that one. Can't wait for that one. And Moochie, what you got for the people, and then we'll get out of here.
Okay, if you want, check out my the additional footage that I shot for the scenery for Raising Kanan. I went to other areas that they shot, and it's at the end of my first video of Raising Kanan, the first episode, and I'm also doing Animal Kingdom, and I am gonna also do Dr. Death. So you want Dr. Death?
Oh my goodness, I can't do nothing with a sister. And Miss K, what you got going on your channel?
Well, we just did Raising Kanan. So the Oval is coming on tomorrow, so I'm gonna hopefully have that up on Thursday. Mm-hmm. And I also do put a ring on it. So those are the next 2 videos coming up.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you got your marching orders. Till that next Sex is Hell video, which will be tomorrow at 9 p.m. We'll see you.